morning. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes, hi, my name is Kelly Dews.
What do you do for a living, Miss Dews?
Well, professionally, I'm unemployed, but if you ask anyone at the YMCA, I lead a proud troop of Girl Scouts, brownies, that's what we call them, the little younger ones, through all the rough terrain in the Midlands. We've been to the aquarium, to the zoo, and even last year we sold cookies at a Walmart.
Do you ever go camping with your troop, Miss Dews?
Yeah, it's actually one of the best ways to follow the Girl Scout motto, always be prepared.
Well, have you ever gone camping at Calkins campgrounds?
Yeah, I was actually there at the weekend that little girl died. Just so sad what happened.
I'd like to talk about the day that you arrived at the campgrounds. What was it like?
It's actually really nice. I looked around the campsites. When I first got there, I tried to check in, but the campground owner wasn't there, so I just parked my car and walked to a campsite. All the campsites seemed about regulation size for the Girl Scout manual handbook, and then I decided to go hiking.
Would you recognize a layout of the campground if I were to show it to you?
Oh, of course I would.
Approaching Mr. Hinton with a copy of Exhibit 23. Ms. Dews, I just handed you a copy of Exhibit 23. Would Your Honor like a copy?
Yes.
Can you tell us what that is?
Yes, this is actually the map of Calkins Campground.
Is it a fair and accurate representation of Calkins as you saw it when you visited?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Your Honor, it's time the state offers Exhibit 23 into evidence.
No objection, Your Honor. So granted.
Your Honor, may Ms. Dews step down to use a demonstrative?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I please reposition myself?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Dews, step on down. Now, can you tell the jury what I just put up on the easel stand?
Yeah, so this is the map of Calkins Campground. As you can see, they have a lot of different trails, that's dash lines, and lots of lakes. Very pretty.
So you said you went hiking. What trail did you go on?
I actually went on Lacrone Loop. It's the big circular one right here. I also tried out a few other loops, but I enjoyed this one the most. It was so pretty.
Did you meet anyone while hiking Lacrone Loop?
Yeah, actually, I met Miss Ryder and her daughter, Parker Page, while hiking Lacrone Loop.
What were they like when you met the defendant and her daughter?
They seemed to be fighting a little bit, and Miss Ryder just wanted to keep going, so I kind of just walked away and let them have their moment.
Now, what time did you see the defendant and her daughter arguing?
Well, I started the trail around 3, and this is about 20 minutes later, so around 3:20.
Now, I have with me a piece of paper that says 320 Parker and Jordan fighting. Can you place this on the map where you saw the defendant and her daughter arguing?
That was right here at the overlook.
So after you saw them fighting, did you see Parker with anything?
Yeah, Parker actually had this hiking stick. She looked like she had kind of a limp and that she was relying on the hiking stick. Yeah, and Jordan was just mad at her.
Did the defendant do anything out of her frustration with her daughter?
Yeah, Miss Ryder actually yanked the hiking stick out of Parker's hand and jabbed Parker with it. It just looked very violent, and I was just very scared.
So after you saw the defendant jab at her daughter with a hiking stick, where did you go?
I decided that it might be best to just give them some space. You know, being a Girl Scout troop leader, I always see little girls argue with their moms, and I realized that the best thing to do is just give them some space. So I decided to continue to try and see if I could make it to the lake.
Did you ever see them again after this?
Yeah, when I realized I got pretty lost, I made my way back to the actual trail, and that's when I saw them again, and weirdly, it was at the exact same spot.
What were they doing this time?
They were arguing, but it was much worse. They seemed to just be yelling at each other and screaming. I was really frightened.
Ms. Dews, I have another piece of paper that says 320 and 420, Parker and Jordan fighting. Can you place this on the map where you saw them arguing?
Yeah, like I said, it was at the exact same spot right here at the overlook.
So after you saw them argue a second time, where did you go then?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt again, so just kind of like walked past them really fast as I could, and then tried walking down the trail.
Did you ever see either of them again?
Actually, I never saw Jordan or Parker again.
Well, did you hear or hear any mention of them?
Yeah, so while I was making my way back down the trail, I heard this really loud scream. And actually before the scream, I heard Parker yell something like, "Oh, I wish you never got out of jail." And then this really loud yelp. It was so frightening.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay?
May I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
The statement by Parker Page is an exception to hearsay under 803.3. It's an excited utterance. This was declared under the stress of the argument that Parker had with the defendant.
You agree, disagree that it was an excited utterance?
I disagree, Your Honor. The opposing counsel has laid no foundation that this statement was made as an excited utterance to any form of argument.
And the statement again, repeat it.
Parker said that I heard Parker yell that she wished Jordan never got out of prison.
I'm going to allow it to come in as an excited utterance. Continue.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you said you heard the defendant's daughter yell that she wishes the defendant never got out of prison. Around what time was this?
This was actually around 4:40 while I was making my way down through a Lacron loop.
Did you hear anything else following Parker yelling?
Yeah, I actually heard this really loud scream. It was like animal-like, but I knew it was a human. I was just really scared. And I turned around and I called out, no girl, no scout left behind, just to make sure everything was okay. But I heard silence. Nothing.
Ms. Dews, I have a piece of paper that says 440 scream. Can you place this on the map in the direction that you heard the scream?
Yeah, it must have been from the overlook because that's where the scream seemed to be coming from.
So, Ms. Dews, after you heard someone scream, did you hear anything else after you called out?
No, like I said, I called out just to make sure that whoever screamed was okay. It seemed like it was Parker's voice, but it's completely silent.
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation. The witness has no reason to believe that this was Parker's voice that she heard screaming.
Sustained.
Thank you, Ms. Dews. You can return to your seat.
Move to strike.
Sure. Continue.
Ms. Dews, were you here for the testimony of the detective?
Yes, I was.
So, where was Parker's body found?
Well, the detective, he came to the campsite the next day, and I told him I'd seen Parker before, and we went all the way up to the overlook, and I think her body was found at the bottom of the overlook where I saw Jordan and Parker arguing.
No further questions.
Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Absolutely. Do you want to use this demonstrative?
No. You can take